Sorry there's been such a delay in making my 7-week pregnancy update. My weeks roll over on Wednesday, and it still confuses me. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do these updates, rather, because doing them after the week is over and I'm already into another week just makes everything bleed for me. So I think I may go back to making my updates on Sundays, which is exactly in the middle of the weeks. And then if anything changes, then I'll just update you as the changes come through. But I think that's probably what I'm going to do, because today I am 8 weeks and 2 days, and a lot changed, really, I know, in just those 2 days. So I want to be able to share that with you guys, and holding that in for another update is going to be kind of difficult. So we'll see how this video goes. So as far as symptoms, they're pretty much the same. My number one issue is that I'm constantly out of breath. I cannot stand being out of breath like I am. It's really becoming an obstacle for me. You can tell from my videos, just talking through more than a few sentences at a time is becoming really overwhelming for me. And I feel like I'm constantly trying to take deep breaths to catch my breath. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. I have not had any nausea this last week, which is a good thing, I guess. I know most women hate morning sickness, and it's the one symptom most women really don't want to deal with. But when you've had 2 losses, and you've got so much vested in a pregnancy like we do with IVF, I mean, you look forward to those kinds of things because they're reassuring, and they reassure you that things are going like they're supposed to. So I would welcome some of that, at least a little bit of it, to kind of show things are going okay. But I'm not upset that it's not there, because I'm confident everything's going like it should. I do still have really sore chest, and it's getting worse every day, so that's becoming a little bit of an issue. So I know I've talked about my dogs in other videos, but all 3 of my pugs actually sleep in our bed with us at night. I know, they're spoiled. And one of them stepped on me the other night, and it was like the most excruciating pain I have ever had from one of them stepping on me. So that was a little bit crazy, because I've never had anything be so tender on my body like that. It's not because of the baby, obviously. I think it's more the bloating, but some of my clothes are fitting me very uncomfortably, and bending over in certain directions necessarily are becoming a little painful. So like, for example, I think I've told you guys before, but I work at a bank, so like getting down on my knees to get into a vault or something like that is becoming really hard to do. And I think it's just because of the bloating, because it's making it to where, like, if I pinch one side of my stomach or something else, it kind of hurts. So I think it's just because I'm really bloated. The maternity pants that I did buy, that I told you guys about a couple videos ago, I did get hemmed, and they are so comfortable. So I spent a couple days of work this week in those, and that definitely made a big difference. So I wish I could find more of those exact pants, because they're incredible. As far as other symptoms from that, I haven't really had any, other than the same stuff. I mean, fleeting heartburn, which I don't think is related to the pregnancy. I think that's just, I have, like, somewhat of an acid reflux anyway, so I think it's more related to that. And then being really tired, and my fatigue and dizzy spells. The dizzy spells have kind of weaned off a little bit. I haven't had as many. I did have one last week where I started to feel dizzy, but I came out of it pretty quickly, which hasn't happened yet. So that was reassuring that that was a fleeting dizzy spell. So I'm glad that's over. Hopefully those won't continue. But still really tired, in bed by, 8:30, 9 o'clock every night, and sleeping all the way through the night. I actually overslept my alarm twice this week, which is very unlike me. I am always on time. Other than that, no real changes in symptoms. I did have one new one today. I mean, this is what I mean about, like, things bleeding, but into different weeks. But I actually had a nosebleed today. I don't know if it's related to the fact that I've been fighting a sinus infection all week. That's definitely possible, but that was weird. I don't get nosebleeds ever. So I know those can be related from pregnancy and the hormones and all that other fun stuff. We did have our 7-week ultrasound with my doctor at our fertility clinic. I will show you the picture if you can see it. Let me get this in the right spot here. So that is the baby at 7 weeks. I have had my 8-week ultrasound already. in an attempt to not mix my weeks up too ungodly much for my updates, I will save that for my next update. In our 7-week update, our 7-week ultrasound was actually our last appointment with my fertility clinic. It was bittersweet because it was scheduled with my doctor, but they are in the middle of cycle, and so we're just incredibly busy. And Courtney, the ultrasound tech, who I love, offered to take care of me so that I didn't have to wait hours for my doctor. And, you know, of course, I was like, absolutely, that's fine. But I did wait until he had a free moment for us to take a picture together. I want to put that in the scrapbook for her so that she has that when she grows up. And just to see the people that made this possible. So that was really nice. I was glad he did that. Just a testament to how much that office cares about their patients. I mean, he was in tears when I was leaving, just so excited that it worked and so happy that, you know, we have, you know, this progress and everything's going so well. At our 7-week ultrasound, her heartbeat did go from 110 at 6 weeks to 155 at 7 weeks. So it did jump considerably, which is a good thing. She's been at the very top of all of the charts for her heartbeat, so that's wonderful. She's measuring perfectly on time except for one day. So she measured 7 weeks even the day of our appointment. I was 7 weeks and 1 day the day of our appointment. That's been consistent. Her first ultrasound was the same way. I was 6 weeks 1 day. She was measuring 6 weeks. And then even into the 8-week one we just did, it was the same way. So that's really good because that shows consistent growth. My due date is calculated out for December 14th, and we will see how, you know, that all progresses as we go through everything. Couple things I did get done last week that I was very excited about is we got our bathroom tub replaced, which was very exciting. I think all of you know I was home last week from work on a mini vacation, and I did get my Etsy shop up and running. So I will put a link to that below if you're interested in checking it out. Basically, I do custom vinyl designs, so like t-shirts, bags, onesies, things like that. I'm actually really excited. If I hadn't already wrapped it, I would show you, but I made a onesie for Paula. She has a YouTube channel too. I met her through here. And with her baby's name on it. It just turned out so cute and a really pretty metallic gold glitter. It's actually a listing I have posted on the shop, so you can actually see it if you want to by checking that out. So I'll include that down below, you know, and just getting started. So I'm really excited about that and hopes to pay down some of our IVF debt before she gets here. So as far as baby buys, we were a little bit more conservative this week. I have just one, and it's actually from like 3 weeks ago, but it just came today. So for those of you that don't know, I love big bows and ruffles. Like, I just can't stand, I love those little girls whose bows are bigger than their heads. My mother-in-law is not a fan, which I think is kind of funny that we're so opposite. Her and I agree on almost everything, so it's so weird that we're different in that. So I ordered 3 bows that we had made for little girl. They're all the same, but different colors. They are so cute. They are from a company I actually found on Facebook called Bows and Curls. That's an N in the middle if you go to search them on Facebook. Turnaround time's a little bit long, but I am incredibly impressed with the product, so I'll show them to you. This is the first one. They all have this really pretty rhinestone in the middle. This one is like a lime green. This one is gorgeous. It's like an orangish coral color. I think it looks pink more in the video than it is, but it's like an orange coral. And this one will be my mom's favorite. This beautiful purple. So, I know I told you guys about the other bows I bought from that boutique. I paid $37 for those 2 bows. I only paid $15 for all 3 of these. I will definitely be ordering more from this lady. These are so cute. I can tell by the way they feel that they're very well made. They're knotted very tight. I mean, these are just, they're definitely high quality. So I'm very excited those came in today. And they're just so cute. I'm gonna work on making a bow holder for her room with like the ribbons and stuff, because I'm gonna need a spot to store all of this stuff. So one last thing I did want to share today, just because I was really excited about it. So today is Friday, May 6th. Mother's Day is this weekend on Sunday. My mom had roses sent to me at work today and had a little note on them that said, "To my baby girls, I know you'll be the best mother ever. Love you, love Mom." And my best friend actually sent me a really pretty card with a gorgeous note in it and a little flag from my yard and said, you know, happy first Mother's Day. We love you guys so much and whatnot. And the best part of that was, though, my niece apparently tore up the envelope. And so the envelope was all taped up. And on the bottom, she wrote, you know, this was your niece. 3's going to be fun. I thought that was so cute. And just the outpouring of love and support we've had. People have written on my Facebook wall, sent me messages on Instagram telling me happy Mother's Day. And it's just a totally different world as far as how I feel about Mother's Day coming from infertility to how I feel about it this year. I still feel the sting of the infertility for Mother's Day, and I still feel it for those who are still fighting the battle because, you know, I spent the rest of the other side of my life on that side of the fence, and I totally understand how hard days like this can be. But I think it does also, when you get through infertility, it gives you a different appreciation for it. And not only for yourself, but for your own mother. You know, I've never been more appreciative of my mom and all that she does and the type of person she is, and my husband's mom and all that, you know, she's done to support us and just be there for us, and my stepmom and just everyone that's been around for us. So I really wanted to just say that too, because I think it's important for those of you that are still trying to conceive to know that it's a battle you will win, and when you do, it feels so different. Just take these Mother's Days in between as a way to recognize yourself for all you're doing and recognize those around you for all the support they give you, because I think it makes it even more important when you do reach that milestone to be able to share it with them, because they care even more. I mean, they're so incredibly dedicated to your success, and I think now that we're on the other side of that, it's a little different because we get to see it now, but it's definitely something I would say to those of you that are still struggling. Keep faith and keep relying on your support system. So anyway, I will jump on hopefully in a few days and give you guys an update on week 8, and other than that, we'll talk soon. Bye.